What's up, Aquatic Utopia? Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe as I'm trying to get more and more users and my name out there for your source for fish information. So far, the page has been mostly dealing with saltwater and reef aquariums. Today, 4 months in the making, we're going to set up this baby. 75-gallon planted goldfish tank. A lot of people think, what? Planted goldfish? Goldfish are going to tear all those plants up. Well, I have selected some specific plants here for goldfish purposes that have very hard, thick leaves and grow very quickly. So even if the goldfish eat some of it, it won't be completely destroyed. So those varieties today are Anubias nana, these two, Java fern, and a crested Java fern. This thing by Penplax Aquafloris caught my eye. It has little seeds for God knows what kind of plant, but it says within 14 days the entire thing will be covered. There's some kind of green fuzz on there that I don't know, maybe they've designed in a fertilizer or something, but hopefully that will look really cool. It was 18 bucks, so I figured 18 bucks, why the heck not? And then these guys, I don't know if they're going to work. This is a, well, this is an Anubias, a very small Anubias. It's like a micro size. And this is some kind of grass. So I don't know if it's going to work, but I was going to take the gamble on there. And then I got a little bubble because mostly doing saltwater tanks, I can't do bubbles because that makes Salt Creek go crazy. Whereas with freshwater, bubbles are no problem. Flourish by Seachem, trusted, tried, true plant fertilizer. Highly recommend this stuff. And API Quick Start. We're going to get the jump start going on that nitrification process. Then the other thing that we're going to do today, a little pro tip to save some money. I'm using pea gravel from the big box hardware store. Don't spend your money for freshwater on aquarium gravel. It's marked up 20-30 times more than the cost should be. We will start with the gravel. They were $7 a bag. A 75-gallon tank. I got 3 bags with some larger river pebbles because goldfish are constantly going at the substrate, picking, looking for food, and you know, those round river pebbles will be safe for their mouths. And the other thing is, I just got back from vacation and found some really cool, nice sized cobble. I don't want to call it a boulder because it's not quite that big, but some accent pieces for this tank. I bought it back in March and have been impatiently waiting for them to finish my floors. They sanded them and refinished them, and now I can set this up. It is all ready. It is tank day after 4 months. I could hardly wait. And our first step is to start with washing the gravel. Alright guys, here it is. Pea gravel from the hardware store. $7 a bag, way better than 25 to 30 bucks at a pet store. Only downside is you can see it's extremely dirty. We're going to need to wash some of it. Well, all of it, considerably. So get yourself a container that's never been used for any soap or chemicals, and pour small sections of the gravel into the container, fill it up, and pour the water off, and fill it up, pour the water off, until the water comes out crystal clear so that you get a nice, clean aquarium when you fill it. Now I found when you pour it in small sections, if I split this bag up into 4 or 5 sections instead of the whole bag, it's a lot easier to clean and wash. So I'll just do a little bit, and you can see for the camera, this stuff is filthy. So just like that. And mix it and fill it. And the water is like black mud. Just pour it off. And repeat until the water comes out clear. I'm gonna be here a while. All right, I don't know if you can see, but that is 2.5 bags of the peat gravel and 1 of those bags of riverstone. It took me about 1 hour and 10 minutes to wash all that. So, you know, when you consider a pet store bag of substrate might cost you 20 bucks, you know, that's 75 bucks worth of gravel, you know, $20 to $25 a bag. Is it an hour worth of your time? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. The stuff from the stores comes in a lot cleaner. You don't have to wash it as much, but no matter what, you have to wash all gravel. So to me, it was worth it. And I'm gonna mix in some of those larger pebbles and we'll see how it looks. Maybe I'll add a little bit more, maybe I won't. We'll see after they're mixed. All right, that looks pretty good to me. I think if I put in more of the larger river stones in there, it would look too cluttered. I kind of like the way it is, so I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna put in some of the larger decorations, and then we will move on to some of the plants. All right, plant time. So we're gonna start with the Anubias. They send out these little rocks here. They're called roots. They're called streamers. I took it out of a little jar, and there's gel that you have to kind of peel and rinse off carefully. And I found cool pieces of rock that I liked, and you use super glue gel. Very important that it's the gel kind, not the liquid kind. Okay? This is non-toxic when it dries. I use this in my reef tank all the time, so don't think that I'm completely losing it here. But I'm gonna put a little dab on the rock. Like that. And I'm gonna set the root ball right on top of it, just like that. Okay? And you kind of wiggle it around a little bit to mix it, and it'll set just like that. And now I could put this directly into my tank right now if I wanted to, or let it sit a little bit longer. So I'm going to glue one of the roots too, in case this doesn't take. It'll at least hold on to the root. There we go. I am happy with that. And I will do it to the other pieces. There's a little bit more of that goopy gel that you just wipe right off. Put the root face right into the gel and wiggle it around. And then just let it sit. And when it dries, it'll dry kind of like an opaque white color. kind of like a frosty white color. Okay, easy peasy. I'm gonna do that with the grass as well, and then I'm going to bury the pots of the Java ferns. All right, and just like that, in your viewing pleasure, an entire aquarium was set up in a matter of minutes. It took me a matter of hours. 75-gallon tank running on Seachem Tidal 350s, 2 of them for redundancy. I'm gonna put a little air stone in there, but right now I'm pretty well pooped and everything's set up. One last thing that I did want to show you was what the glue looks like on the rocks when it's dried. You can see that it's a little white, but that will cover with algae in a few days, weeks, months, whatever, and you won't even be able to see it anymore. So this is my Marineland 75-gallon tank stand and light combo. Filters are running, relatively quiet. You can turn the flow down on these too if you wanted to keep them a little quieter. And after I run them for a month, I'll give you an update on that. But for now, the tank is a rockin'. I'm sure in an hour or so it'll be crystal clear. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to Aquatic Utopia.